I'm sure there are people that get sick of me walking up into the yards to take pictures of the sky and or birds, but yeah, hasn't stopped me yet. Oh, okay, bye. Today is June 24th, which means we are officially in the final week of the 30-day book binge. Just finished editing up week 3 and it is currently exporting, and I'm so sorry, you guys. It is so long. Last time I talked to you about books, I think I had just finished up Berserker and wasn't sure what I was going to read yet. Ended up reading Jinx by Meg Cabot, which has been on my shelves in my to-read for ages. A friend of mine loves it, and I had been meaning to get around to it. And I've mentioned before that I have a lot of Meg Cabot books on my shelves and had never read anything by her, so I figured I'd finally tackle that. And though I didn't necessarily love it, I didn't hate it either, but, you know, it didn't wow me necessarily, but I did read it in a day. So I also moved on to Close Kin by Claire B. Dunkel, which is the second book in the Hollow Kingdoms trilogy, and I've mentioned before having some issues with the first book in the Hollow Kingdom trilogy, the first time I read it, and then loving it the second time, and I'm hoping that's not going to happen again. I'm probably about 150 pages in, moving through very fast, but I'm remembering some of those things I didn't like the first time around, and wondering if she's just going to have to be my second chance author or something. So that's it for the bookish stuff. Today I have some video planning that I need to do because there's a video I want to do that's a little more planning intensive, like it has to be planned out or it just won't work. And then I also have to make a wedding gift that I had been meaning to make and didn't realize needed to be done by tomorrow. So I think that's the plan for today. But anyway, hello. Hope you've been reading some amazing things, and welcome to the final week of the 30-day book binge. Monday the 26th, and have you missed anything over the last few days? I don't think you've missed anything over the last few days, other than me being migraine-y and just feeling gross. And last night actually was fail number 2 because I didn't read last night, and I knew that I wasn't going to. I was just tired and wasn't feeling great, and it was getting kind of late, and I accidentally rhymed. Yeah, and I decided just to go to bed. I was like, I could just go ahead and read something, another flinch short story on my phone or something, and I was like, honestly, I don't even care. That's just how it was last night. So that's 2 days in this binge of no reading, but you know what? That's still a way better ratio than it had been, so 2 days out of 26, I'll take. But to make up for it, I'm getting ready to go read right now. And though I should be reading Close Kin, kind of don't feel like it right now. It's not that I'm not hating it or anything, but it's just not what I'm in the mood for, so I'm gonna start another book. I don't know what yet. It'll be my daytime reading, I guess, and Close Kin will be nighttime. So, gonna peruse these shelves and figure out a thing to read. And I don't know what, because I don't know what I'm in the mood for. I am in the mood to read, and that is a step in the right direction. I swear I am the most indecisive book chooser. I keep thinking I want to get a time lapse of the clouds, and every time I go to do it, with a nice cloudy sky drifting by, I pull out my phone and this is what happens. Nary a motherfucking cloud. internet? You want to tell them about your new brother? Huh? Buddy. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Say hello to the internets, buddy. Yeah. Speak. Bigger speak. Buddy. Speak. Who's hungry?
What? Oh. Are you so hungry? Okay. Okay.
I swear not 5 minutes ago it was sunny. Got all the water built up in my glasses. Welcome to Michigan. Today is June 30th, which means we made it to the end. Yay! Today has flown by and this week has flown by, so I'm actually not going to do too much updating right now because I just cooked dinner and getting ready to eat. Chicken parm, zoodles. And I still want to read tonight and count that in the tally, so I'm going to do my whole big update tomorrow, but just basically, we've made it to the end of the month. That is pretty fantastic. Alright, I'm done with dinner, but I've realized something. Pretty much this whole month you've kind of seen my morning and daytime reading routine, so I've talked about waking up and reading, and I've talked about listening to audiobooks while I garden, and you've seen me, relaxing in my yard or at the beach, gardening, reading, but most of my reading is actually done at night, and I haven't really shown you that or talked to you about that. So tonight I thought we would have a little nighttime routine. First things first, the hair has got to go up. I don't sleep with it up, but when I'm putting things on my face, I need it out of my face. I had been using this L'Oreal Revitalift moisturizer that I got from Influencer, but I had some kind of reaction to it, so putting that down, and instead I'm going to use this hyaluronic sheet mask that I got from TJ Maxx for a buck, and we'll see how that goes. I just realized that I had opened up part 3, which is the moisturizer that you use afterwards, so put that back, moved on to the serum, which I'm just patting into my skin, and then after that has sunk in, it's time to put on the sheet mask, which has the weirdest eye holes. That was what that little confused face was. I don't know what the deal was with that, but got it on there. Now it's time to wait 20 minutes. So on to the reading portion. You'll see I've made myself a pillow and blanket mountain. I cuddle up into that, and then I set another book down. Great, someone just started mowing their lawn. I set another book down to balance my salt lamp on, turn my fan on, and that's kind of my whole setup. Now the whole salt lamp thing isn't because I'm super hippy-dippy and think it's gonna clean the air or whatever claims they have. It's more just because it's really pleasant to read by. You know, blue light keeps you awake, whereas the sort of orangey red light, it's really mellow, but it's enough to read by, and I love it. So, reading by that, looking like a creep with my face mask, just like I like it. When the mask was dry, I realized I kind of looked like a manta ray, so enjoy that little impression, but I just patted the rest of the serum in, and then of course made silly faces with my salt lamp, because, you know, that's what you do. And then finished up with that moisturizer that I had accidentally opened as stage 1, and then that's pretty much pampering done. So back to reading for the night until I am tired or frustrated with whatever I'm reading. Hopefully that point, whichever one it is, comes at an early enough time for me to go to bed at a decent hour, because then it's lights out.
Why are you pulling me?
It is July 1st. I'm currently getting pulled around the park by St. Bernard. So let's wrap this thing up, shall we? I honestly don't know what I have vlogged and what I haven't at this point over the last week, because I haven't edited any of it yet, which is always bad, because then I don't want to, and things just sit on my computer and don't get done. But, you know, stuff. It was a busy week. I think I told you about a day that I didn't read just because I didn't feel like it. I can't remember if that was at the beginning of this week or end of last week. But that and that day towards the beginning of the month were the only 2 days that I didn't read. Sorry if you're hearing a lot of wind. I need one of those mics with the little feathery windshield thing. Anyway, my final tally, I read just under 2,000 pages, and I do mean just under, and listened to about 20 hours of audio. So really damn good. That is by far the best month that I've had this year, reading-wise, and possibly of the entire last year, because, as I said, I've been in a funk for quite a while. So that was excellent. I asked on Twitter if people wanted to see more 30-day book binge, and the consensus was a resounding yes. So I think we're going to do it quarterly. So if you missed out on this one and want to join in the next one, we'll have one in fall. Dates TBD. And if you miss out on that one, we'll have one in winter, and so on. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Last night I finished up my final book of the binge, which was Close Kin by Claire B. Dunkel, and I think I'm probably going to do a video review on that, or a video discussion on that, because I'm really not sure how I felt about it. But aside from that, I also completely finished Conjured, A Face Like Glass, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Yes Please, Jinx, Berserker. Is there anything else, you guys? Remind me. And then I also started bits and pieces of other things, so I'm currently reading Longborn and read about 50 pages or so of that. Tried out other audiobooks, reading some comics as well, so pretty solid month of reading. I don't know that there's much more to say. If there is, I will add it in while I am editing, but that is all for this final vlog of the 30-day book binge. Thank you to everyone who joined and posted about it and got a lot of reading done this month. You guys did excellent. You kicked ass, and it was so nice seeing everyone trying and succeeding and surpassing their goals. Really, really cool. But that is all for now. I will see you guys again soon with something. I don't know. But until then, thank you for watching and happy reading. Ah, you're moving with my leg out. God. I'm just landing. I know it. I'm not zoomed in.